Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jonathan, and welcome back to Money Talks. Today I'm going to let you know about 3 things you can actually buy during this time where you actually start to actually see a deal where you can get the item at a lesser cost. If this is your first time joining me here on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. So much of my videos up till now have been about can you get the stimulus, who's going to get the stimulus, when you'll get the stimulus, managing your money, staying calm, things of that nature. But today I want you to realize that during this economic pressured time, it may actually be a good opportunity for you to purchase some things that you may have been wanting. So number one, if you've been looking to invest, it is a terrific time for you to be buying more stocks, buying shares, things of that nature, because you are buying it at a lower cost. And when you buy at a lower cost, that means you're able to get more shares. And when you use the strategy of buying to hold long term, this will benefit you in the long run because you're getting more shares. You're just getting them at a lower cost. And because we know overall the stock market will rise, you know your money is going to come back, and it's going to come back booming. So it's very important that if you're beginning to invest, get into that total stock market index fund. That's what I use in Fidelity. But get into more dividends, whatever your investment strategy is. And I did a video on how to start to invest and what you should do to begin and where you should invest and to create understanding. But this is an excellent time for you to invest your money into the stock market. Number two, now a lot of people don't really see this as a good investment, but it is a good time to purchase a vehicle. And the reason for it is recently for April reports, car prices from a wholesale value, so if they're at an auction, things of that nature, had decreased. Some are saying 30%, some are saying 40%, but the fact is those prices are falling. And the reason why they're falling is because there are many vehicles on the lot for dealers. Dealers that have cars and have a big supply of cars, that is not helping them in their money long term. The other fact is many dealers are not cash heavy. And over the next 30, 60, 90 days, that position, that non-cash position for them is going to create a problem. So in order for them to stabilize their business and even move forward, one of the things they're going to have to do is start to move cars, and they're going to have to do it at a cheaper cost. The other fact is because they're buying these cars at wholesale auctions for a cheaper rate, yes, they're going to probably try to mark up from a value standpoint, but that's also going to give you a lot more margin to talk them down and negotiate. So it's going to be very, very important for you to look for a fair value and price on the car. Research. Be prepared to walk away if you can't find the deal that you want, and line up your own financing via a credit union if you have that opportunity. Because while rates are still low for vehicles, for homes, things of that nature, and for lending in general, meaning the economy wants you to borrow more money to circulate and generate into the economy, this is an excellent time for you to think about purchasing your vehicle. Now, personally speaking, if you have to borrow for a car, I usually say take out a 60-month loan, focus on trying to pay it off within 2 years, and make sure that that payment is not more than 10% of your total income. So if you have a $30,000 income, don't spend more than $3,000 in the year for the car. That's very simple, and I know it can be conservative, but the fact is this is a depreciation value. The other piece of car purchasing that you should be aware of is by now you're seeing a lot of incentives as far as for new cars, but a lot of rules on those cars haven't changed, meaning that as soon as you buy a new car, it's still, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it still loses about 20 to 30% of its value just in that moment. Most people, I would guess, and I would be confident in saying that they cannot afford the financial hit of that drop. So buy used, usually about 1 to 2 years old, And because of the time we're in and with the supply, you will be able to find a good quality vehicle. And again, it may be just the fact that it's a year old and have a couple hundred miles on it. That's possible. So really do your due diligence and don't be caught up in the emotions of the purchase, but really look at it from a business decision. Because overall, when you think about a car purchase and you think about your overall financial picture, a car is a depreciating asset. No matter what's going on, over time, that car is going to drop in value. The trick with a car is, can you kind of slow up how much cash is leaving you with that car, either by negotiating and getting a good deal on the front end, or maybe you only keep it for a little while and then you sell it and get another car. Things of that nature. That's how you try to stop yourself from losing too much money in the vehicle. But regardless of all that concept and good advice, the fact is it's still a good time to purchase a vehicle. And over the next few months, you may see those prices actually go lower for that reason that I mentioned previously. The last thing I want you to look at kind of relates to the car, but is an appreciating asset, meaning the asset grows in value, and that's a home. Home prices have dipped about 10 to 20% over the last month, but applications to purchase a home have went up, even though most lenders are starting to bear down and be a little bit more stricter on their lending criteria for a home. But it's still going to be a good point when you look at everything that's going on in our American economy right now. 30 million people have lost their job, and many of those jobs will not be able to be restored, or people may not be able to go back to work. So when you think about the housing market, it's going to create a buyer's market by demand, because a lot of people may not be qualified. So if you've been preparing for such a time and you've been thinking about purchasing and you've been thinking about buying a car, things of that nature, this is a time where you can actually look at getting more value, and you may actually purchase a home and already have equity, or you may be able to get a better value for it because, again, there's not going to be as many buyers in the market as there was previously. That is a great situation in any one of these scenarios. You have stocks on sale, you have cars on sale, you have homes on sale. These are big pieces of your financial picture that you can get at a lower cost. And that's the reason why you prepare, so that you can be able to take advantage of such a time as this. But it doesn't mean you let your foot off the gas of being intentional and looking at the details and making sure that you understand every piece of the puzzle that you're getting yourself into. Don't rush the purchase of any one of these items, but look for the opportunity that best suits your needs. I hope this video is helpful for you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.